Hey there, Aries. How are you guys doing? I hope everyone is doing wonderfully, splendidly. Welcome to your reading, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Let's jump right into it. This week we are using the Light Seers Tarot, and this is by Chris Ann. One of my favorite decks, a lot of people's favorite decks. It's very, I don't know, appealing on so many levels. Obviously, I love the art, but it is super easy and intuitive to read and very diverse. Very, very diverse. Love it. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at this week. And what just happened? All right, that was interesting. You guys, there's been a lot of weird, not weird, you know, I'm around this stuff, so nothing is very weird to me, but while I was meditating and praying, I heard a knock here. That boom is normal where I live, if you can hear that. But yeah, it was definitely a knock on my desk, and I'm definitely by myself. So I have a feeling there's going to be some very interesting messages coming in, and then this thing just made a weird noise at me too. So let's see what happens, Aries. Obviously, if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. I always start out with a material world outlook for the next 7 or so days, unless a lot of major arcana comes out, and then I put the disclaimer that divine timing is in play. Then we go into our love life, your love life, I should say. I'm not trying to claim any Aries, you guys. This is all for you. Okay, so let's take a look with Material World Spirit. What do my Aries need to know for the next 7 days? Page of Cups. You may have recently gotten an apology. I'm not sure yet. Let's keep looking though. Somebody could have said something, you know, what was on their mind or heart at work or around work. This could also be a very creative idea that maybe you were inspired by recently. 10 of Wands can feel overburdened at work. You know, it looks like she's definitely on her way out. And the High Priestess, yeah. So for a lot of you guys, you are no longer feeling, what is the word? You're not feeling inspired at work, and you're not feeling aligned at work. Like, you no longer feel like this is where you want to be. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords. So you've been putting a lot of thought into it, and I think you've been worrying yourself quite a bit about it as well. This could very well be that you just don't feel like this is the path for you, is what I'm hearing. And I kind of am getting this feeling some of you guys might have like a North Node in Leo or something, because that is an indication that you know, you are meant to have joy as part of your life cycle. Like that's what your soul purpose is joy and kind of like lightheartedness, and to enjoy your world, enjoy your life. And I feel like whatever it is that you're doing for money right now, you're like, I'm putting way more of my heart and soul into it than I'm getting in return. So I do think that a lot of you might be inspired to do something different that is more creative, maybe more artistic. Some of you guys with this water energy, the Page of Cups and the High Priestess, you might also look at something like a YouTube channel, or maybe reaching out into your community and letting them know that you do readings on the side. Something to that effect. It could be whatever it is, it brings you some spiritual joy. Now, with the Eight of Swords, you're definitely worried about making money or income. And it could also, I'm hearing that some of you are worried about what other people think of you, which is weird, Aries. Come on, right? That's super weird. For you guys, it could be, you know, a transit right now. Venus in Capricorn could make you worried about how your relationships with others, you know, how they are working for your benefit. So that could be something too. Let's get further into this, Spirit. What is another deck that I can use, Spirit, to help me clarify this energy for my Aries? All right, we're going to use the Energy Oracle. This is Sandra Ann Taylor. Oh my gosh. Do I take that, Spirit? No. All right. Can we clarify this Page of Cups energy for my wonderful Aries, please? Thank you. Seventh chakra. Okay, that's again confirmation that some of you are very spiritually gifted. This is Archangel Uriel. Sorry. Bottom of the deck is happy family, which really reminds me of the Ten of Cups. And this could be a message that brings you joy as well, with the Page of Cups being the messenger. I do always think though with this one, it's like your head might be in the clouds, Aries, but I feel like in this scenario, this is more like what people think. Like this is an outside influence, because with the High Priestess, she is directly aligned to what Spirit is providing, what information the universe, you know, has for her and for others. She's always going to be deeply connected, and although it might appear to others that her head is in the clouds, to anybody else, I mean, Archangel Uriel here with her 7th chakra also lit up, just like the High Priestess here. I think that you guys are probably very connected to Source at this time, and this is why you might feel like work is more of a burden than it is supposed to be, and you're no longer passionate about it. With happy family, the thing that you're stressing about could be, you know, of course, you know, what does this mean for my family if I decide to do something that is more creative, something more aligned with my soul purpose? I do think that a lot of you are probably going to choose to kind of feel this scenario out, because these are very feeling and knowing and intuition cards. But I will say that unless you start delegating at work, if you're able to do so, you are going to burn out. Let's continue. What is another deck here, please, Spirit? All right, we're going to use the Enchanted Map Oracle. This one is by Colette Baron Reed. Sometimes I see cards in this deck that I've never seen, and I use it quite a bit. See, for real. By the way, all right, so we have a 5, a 10, and a 2 so far, as far as numbers are concerned. Which, okay, I might be looking too far into it, but 2 times 5 is 10. So you could be halfway on completing something. There's another 2. Gentle Gardener. Yeah, okay, so when it comes to feeling overburdened, by the way, bottom of the deck is another 5, Magic Prayer. Yeah, you guys, listen. You are being set up for some wonderful wonderful outcomes here, but I gotta say, you need to definitely not work yourself to the bone. It is absolutely, at this point, it feels like it is getting in the way of your spiritual world. It's like for some of you who are, you know, very intuitive, it's like you're too tired to be intuitive if you keep doing it this way. Spirit wants you to be much more gentle on yourself than you've been doing. Of course, if you're working in, you know, any industry, most industries have been affected by what's going on in the world right now. But if that is the case, you guys, then yeah, I really think that there's got to be more gentleness here. If you're not able to, you know, actually go on a break, I think that maybe taking up something like Tai Chi, like gentle movement of some sort, meditation if you're able to, but really Spirit is asking you to cultivate peace in your life right now. Can I get another deck, please, Spirit? All right, we're going to use the Angel Guide deck. This is by Kyle Gray. Can we clarify the High Priestess here? Mother, Father, God, and the High Priestess. Yeah, there's another duality. Bottom of the deck is joy and contentment. So listen, for a lot of you guys, your connection, your connection to all that is, your connection to Spirit, whatever it is that you choose to call the universe or God or whatever, that is not a problem. You know, it's never going to be a problem. This is very showing up very, very strongly for me. But it's also saying that it might be time to take a break and that you might be being a little too hard on yourself, Aries. My gosh. Okay. What I just heard was some of you are so tired and working so hard that you're having a hard time like feeling the joy and contentment around you, which because you're so loved and supported by the universe, our angels don't get frustrated with us, but they are just kind of worried. I wouldn't even say worried. It's more like, hey, you. We know that you hear us and we hear you. I do think that, your prayers are very strong. And they just need you to step away and kind of see that there are other ways to move forward here. I keep hearing be still and listen. So I just saw an image of someone who is praying and there is a spirit nearby, but benevolent, someone that loves you, likely, ancestral, and they are right there, but it's like your mind is racing so much that you're not even feeling them. And I think that if you were still, you'd be able to feel them. This, of course, has become very spiritual very quickly. Let me take a sip of my water, you guys, instead of my coffee, because I'm starting to feel your rushed energy here. Like maybe some of you want me to get this done quicker so you can get back to work kind of energy. What else do we need to say here, Spirit? Okay, for some of you, you need to start planning your breaks better. I know that's very specific, but what I heard was there's joy when you are on your breaks. So take your breaks better. Plan to, if you can, take walks. This is for people that are at work. Say if you get like a 10-minute break to go outside, if you can, of course, like weather permitting, but go outside and really try to tune in with the natural world around you. All of these cards have nature featured in them in some way, and Spirit is saying that it's like you aren't seeing it because your eyes are so closed, or they're just focusing on all of your responsibilities at this point, which it does feel like you just have quite a bit. Spirit, what else? It's pretty okay. I know that's very specific. I just heard that someone needs a massage. Everybody needs a massage, Spirit. Let's be honest, because I know I do. I'm getting a headache, you guys, and oftentimes when I get headaches when I'm reading, it's because someone around you or is, I don't know, they're just asking too much of you. It's like they're draining your energy, so I'm picking up on that. So I want to pull one more card, you guys. Spirit, what's another deck to use, please? Archetype? All right, we're going to use the Archetype deck by Kim Kranz, who does the Wild Unknown series. Help me with Aries here, please. Okay, that was the Maiden, but I think that was pulled too early. The Warrior. That's interesting that the Maiden and the Warrior came up, which it's another 10, you guys. So you're fighting too much. And you guys are, oh my gosh, yeah. The fault line is the bottom of the deck energy, you guys. Not only are you pushing yourselves way too hard, and if you don't resonate with this, you guys, first of all, stay tuned to the love reading, because that might be the reason why you're here if you're not resonating. But second of all, check all of the other placements. For those of you who are resonating and you feel like you're being pushed quite a bit, you are. Spirit wants you to know that you cannot continue in this manner. Even though you are definitely, the warrior of the zodiac. I once read that Aries is the general of the zodiac. So excellent leadership skills, excellent battle skills, but at the same time, you can push yourself too far to the point of exhaustion. And I'm seeing a war horse that's been running all night and is starting to sweat, and is you can kill a war horse that way. And these guys are trained for battle, you know, but it's too much. Okay, you guys are pushing yourselves way too hard, and with the fault line, it's like pretty soon you're going to cause some things to fall apart that don't necessarily have to do so. So Spirit wants you to take the time that you need to realign yourself. And I keep seeing, you know, a point out in nature. If that's not really your thing, then maybe learn breathing exercises or morning meditations that are only like 5 minutes. You know, there's things that you can fit into your schedule that Spirit really, really deeply wants you to do that. Okay, they love you so much, so much. I'm getting like so many protective energies here. Like they just do not want you to fail. Okay, not that I don't see failure here, I just see you being pushed to the brink of it, and that Spirit is intervening now. Okay, so hold on, I'm just putting my hair back. All right, so Aries, let's pull one more card, and this is a card for you that is channeled about your material world. All right, Spirit, one more lesson. What does Aries need to take for the next week? Leave the gossip alone. That toxicity that I was picking up on, that someone taking your energy from you, could be at work. You could be the type that when someone kind of seeks you out to gossip about someone or to like down other people, like you might get physically ill as well, because you can sense that it's very toxic. You know, that the energy is not a productive energy, to say the least. And then the bottom of the deck is do not dim your light. So it could be very well that people are pushing you at work. And I just feel like it is dimming your light. I just feel like it's too much. Okay. It's too much even for my incredibly strong Aries, friends here, you guys. It's just way too much. So be more careful is all I'm saying. And I'm seeing a lot of water energy and a lot of forest energy. So if you resonate with that, if you can get to the forest or to, you know, a riverbank or oceanside or something, I think that would really help you reconnect. And Spirit is getting you the spiritual assistance that you need out of this. Some of you definitely need to be just, you know, the nature thing that I'm seeing is maybe just being grounded before you go into work, and just putting up whatever shields you need to put up to kind of not be sucked in to whatever that energy is. Okay, you guys are super strong, you're super fierce, you're gonna get through any of that, but I just, you know, have to tell you, obviously that's what these readings are for. So hopefully this resonated with you guys. Let's move into the love portion of your reading. If this is where you're leaving me because you're like, ew, love, totally fine, that's fine. But if this resonated, please give me a big thumbs up and comment down below, and also subscribe if you haven't already done so. So let's move in to love for my Aries. All right, so we are using Modern Love Tarot by Ethany again. All right, Spirit Guides, Ancient Ancestors, Divine, please tell me more about Aries' next 7 days in their love life, please. The Devil popping right up. The Devil's energy has been all up in so many readings. 6 of Wands, that is second decan Leo, but also victory. You could be moving away from something that you were maybe had an obsession with, or someone you had an obsession with. And strength. Yeah, absolutely. More Leo's energy there. So that could be a Leo. This could be Capricorn. Bottom of the deck is 5 of Swords, which Aquarius. I had to think on that one. Could be Aquarian energy, but it's definitely that you I feel like you guys were in some sort of conflict recently that was really, you know, obviously not fun. You may have felt manipulated. You may have felt like someone was trying to make you do or say things that you just weren't really comfortable with, is what I'm getting with this Devil card. For one or two of you, I just heard that you met someone at a party, and they seemed great at first. They seemed kind of what your your type is, but then there was something below the surface that you feel like they weren't really being truthful about, or that they were hiding perhaps. But you were able to see through that. I do think that you guys are moving into a very wonderful time when it comes to love. Let's get into it though. With these two major arcana cards though, you guys, the 7-day thing, you know the deal. Unless you're new to the channel and you do not know the deal. If you're new to the channel, if I have too many major arcana, then I'm not going to call it the next 7 days. It's going to be on divine timing. The Devil's energy could just be you working through your shadow energy and coming out feeling very good about the work that you've done and with a lot more confidence. It's just like having put in all of that work and seeing that I just heard deep down inside you are not your own enemy, Aries. And that you've got your own back, you know, like that you really, that self-love and self-confidence really seems to be shining through in this reading, especially with strength being here too. So congratulations, because I do feel really good about this. The Devil though, I do think that some of you may have been recently feeling like someone was trying to get one over on you, and that didn't happen, not with these two cards. If that's something that you're going through right now and you are wondering and saying like, well, I mean, they seem like they're really cool, but there's something off, this is your confirmation that something is off, and you need to trust your gut. With strength, sometimes just means trusting your instinct, which is intuition regardless. We are all animals and we all have that instinct and intuition that really does drive us. Okay, Spirit, what else? Some of you literally, and I'm hearing this, so I don't really know who I'm talking about here, but I will just say exactly what I heard with congratulations on your sobriety. So if that is you and you are watching this channel, yes, congratulations. If it is not you and it's something that you've been wrestling with, I'm still seeing that you're coming out on top, and for some reason that's coming out in your love reading. So it could be that for some of you there's like some sort of addiction, and it could be a shopping addiction or gambling, but it was getting in the way of your relationship, and you're coming out of that right now. And it's just like your ability to like love yourself and like really believe in yourself and come out on top is just absolutely amazing, and you are to be commended and celebrated for that. So Aries, let's pull some more cards here and see if we can get some more clarity, but really congratulations if you're the one or two people that was for, or you know, could be more, but it was really, it seemed like I was just talking to one or two. For others of you, you may have come out of a relationship in which you felt like the other party was addicted, or that you were addicted to them as well. And, you know, now you feel like that's not something that you want in the future. You want something healthier. And with the 6 of Wands and strength, that's exactly what you're moving into. Now, if you are in a relationship right now and you feel like you've come out of it, or that you're in the thick of this obsession, you are still coming out of it with the 6 of Wands and strength. So don't worry, never fear. That's a very good outcome, no matter what stage you are in a relationship. Those of you that are single may have already had that. I do feel like it was a little bit more toxic than what I was feeling before with my non-singles, and that now that I want to feel like conquered is probably not the right word given the nature of the prior relationship, but I do feel like you have definitely overcome quite a bit when it comes to a significant other. And that is not something that you would ever bring back into a relationship. And nobody would ever look at you and say, that's somebody that I could target for that. Okay? You know what I'm talking about if this is you. Okay? All right, let's move on. Spirit, what is a Lover's Oracle card for my lovely Aries? Amazing, awesome Aries. We've never come up with a name for you guys, did we? It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now's the time to give to yourself. This is definitely for those that were feeling obsessed with someone. I do not need Mariah Carey in my head right now. But it is very possible. You might be listening to Mariah at this time, but it just popped into my head. If you were feeling like someone was obsessed with you, it was like, okay, this is too much and you needed to step away. But I'm really getting that it could have been for some of you in a new relationship, mostly, maybe a situationship where you're like, hold on, this is too much and I'm going to go ahead and step away and step back. I feel like I might be becoming obsessed with this person or the situation itself. Sometimes we think we're obsessed with a person, but really we're obsessed with like a situation surrounding them. Hold on just a second, you guys. I maybe do not need more coffee, but whatever. It is what it is. Six of Wands, please, Spirit. Well, that's too many. Let's just take one for the Six of Wands. Twin Flames. Who told me? Okay, your passion ignites. Interesting because the Devil can be about passion. So is the Strength card, and then of course the Six of Wands it's a wand. Wands are passion. Wands are fire. And you guys are a fire sign as well, which I'm sure you know. Whatever. So the Six of Wands does not have to be a Leo. You may be in a relationship with a Leo. Six of Wands is also, you might have Jupiter in Leo. There's a possibility. But anyways, it's a Twin Flames card in this case because I feel like after something that was pretty nasty and karmic, maybe a false twin flame relationship, you do come out on top, and it's like with this confidence and this self-love. I always say that, I don't always say this, really my mom, but you cannot really have that twin flame love, that true love, without true loving yourself, because, you know, we attract what we are. And so I think with the confidence of the Six of Wands, you may absolutely have fallen in love with you, thereby attracting your twin flame. With the infinity symbol here on the Strength card, I am reminded of twin flame energy. If you're new to my channel, I have different ideas about twin flames. I do not think that twin flames are any kind of toxic. Okay, so if you are like, oh no, this really toxic person is definitely my twin flame, I am not the reader for you, because I'm gonna hurt your feelings at some point, because I don't think that's your twin flame. Your twin flame is not toxic, honey. They're gonna be very, very confident, but not arrogant, you know, not conceited, not narcissistic. The depth of love is not possible with a narcissist that isn't a twin flame. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be received. This is very much for those of you who are like, oh my God, I had this awful relationship that was like just an obsession and they were manipulative, and, you know, I felt like I wasn't able to do things, and they were possessive. And what, did I already say that? I said it must have been, sounds so right. I said it twice, but yeah, I do think that the blessing that's about to be revealed because of something that was not very pleasant, I really am making that light, because I feel for some of you it was a very heavy relationship, and I don't want you to return to that because you have so much light coming out in the rest of your reading. So yeah, it was very rough. Turmoil is probably the easiest, simplest way to say it, but a blessing is soon to be revealed, and that blessing is, you know, a true love, Bottom of the deck is wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. If someone is pushing you, love bombing you, that is not your twin flame, okay? Just putting it out there, because with that wait card, I feel like that was your energy. Like, whoa, buddy, simmer down now, because this is a little bit too much. And I think that you know when it's a little bit too much. But also divine timing is at play here, as I said before, with these major arcana cards. So let's go ahead and move into Romance Angels. I just saw the card that said free yourself. So some of you might still be stuck in this stage, but it does look like you're moving out of it. So I want to give you some hope there. Spirit guides, ancient ancestors, divine. Tell me more about this devil energy, please, for my Aries. Amazing Aries. I'm putting those at the bottom of the deck, Spirit. Sorry, there's too many. Just one card for Aries, please. Devil. Calling in a soulmate. Okay. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. This is, look at how this is set up, you guys. So after you remove the obsessive devil energy, this, what is the word that keeps, it's like right at the tip of my tongue. Not, oh, it could be for some of you, there could be temptation outside, and Spirit is saying that you'll know because it feels toxic, and that is not your soulmate. Once that is removed, once the once the handcuffs are off, I mean, if this is what you're into, it's what you're into, right? But that's sexually, and it has nothing to do with like the bounds of a soul relationship. That's not the same, okay? I'm talking about someone who is manipulative and controlling outside of a sexual level, and that is not okay. Manipulation and sex is also not okay, but whatever. You know what I'm saying here. I think that a lot of you, this act of cutting off whatever this addiction, obsession, whatever this material focused energy is, that very act is the act that brings in you calling in your soulmate, because that is an act of true love for yourself. I hope this makes sense. It's an act of, yes, this is exactly what I mean to say. I was like, Spirit, did I say it right? Spirit was like, yes. Okay. Sometimes I'm just like, just you say it. There it is. I knew free yourself was going to come in here. You guys will not, I'm not going to scare you guys by saying this, I don't think, because I think that you guys are all too willing to do whatever it takes to bring in your soulmate. But Spirit says to free yourself first. It's time to take back control of your life. This energy is trying to control your life, and which is hilarious, right? Because you're an Aries. That's cute, right? But like, this energy does feel like they're trying to control your life. And the second you take back that energy, the second you reclaim your time in your life, you move into this victory stage. You move into calling in your soulmate, and it frees you from nobody like this is going to be this for you guys, okay? And so far, the bottom of the deck is pay attention to red flags, which is 100%. We got some red flags in this other situation or relationship, and Spirit's like, it's time to cut ties, Aries. Let's move forward. Victory. One more, please, Spirit. Some of you don't want to hear this, but your soulmate could be a Leo. I just heard it, and that's why I'm passing it on. Thank you. Stay optimistic about your love life. Leo is all about optimism, and I'm going to be, obvious. Well, most of you know that I am a Leo sun, so I'm not, I am a little biased, but I'm not biased. I'm telling you that right now, the best thing for you guys to do in order to bring in your soulmate, your true love, your twin flame, is to remain optimistic. And you know what? The one thing you can say about Leo is that when they're evolving, they know who the F they are, and they are not going to settle for someone that tries to manipulate or control them. Okay, bottom of the deck is pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you Be careful, you guys. I know that it can seem very passionate and fun, and of course, you know, as fire signs, we dig that, but when someone's trying to control you, no, fire cannot be controlled like that. My caution to you is that anybody who tries to put that fire out is sus as F. Super sus. I don't like it. All right. Let's get one more set of cards from the Island Time Wellness. Do I take both of these, Spirit? Yeah. Guys, I don't know what else to say. I keep trying not to say anything about a narcissist, but you know, they're going to come out when they got to come out. So some of you guys might be in a relationship with someone who is shady. All right. Narcissists lack empathy. They do not have the capacity to love deeply. Okay. Not in the way that you deserve. All right. This is not your twin flame if they cannot love you on that level. They are not showing who they really are at this point. They probably are gaslighting you. And you feel used. If this is true, it's time to let go of them. This could be someone you have already let go of, but because of how taxing and used you might feel, Aries, you might not be letting go of what happened. And I'm kind of surprised that forgive yourself hasn't come out here, but I definitely want to say that to you. Okay, that this is not the conflicts that we felt earlier. That part is going to be over very soon if it's not already over. Okay, it's time for you to not only free yourself from that person, but free yourself from the weight of that decision. Okay, free yourself because your twin flame is waiting for you to love yourself so much that you see that what you did was an act of love. Okay, an act of true love for yourself. And by truly loving yourself, you can attract in your true love. Okay, it's all related, it's all connected. Okay, can you clarify, please, Spirit? Clarify this energy for me. Addiction came up again. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. Free yourself from an addiction. It could be freeing yourself from the remnants of an addiction. You know, like I said, for most of you guys, this is in your past, but some of you are still going through it, and Spirit is trying to get you very, very much to see that this is very toxic energy. Some of you guys, the devil energy is an actual addiction, like gambling or drinking or, you know, substance abuse or something like that, but it could, of course, be a person as well, okay? And this is how they control you. It's how they control you. And by freeing yourself from the addiction, if it is a substance, you free yourself from this person and the addiction, and you absolutely open yourself up to some beautiful, beautiful energy here. One more, please, Spirit. Do I take both? Do I take either? All right, I'm going to place these back up here just in case they want to come back out. Wow, is that the same? How many? Spirit, that's too many. Okay. One more, please. Thank you. There it is, you guys. You're ending this. Coffin, it's not bad in this one. Coffin is endings, bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, free yourself, and transition. All right? Know that you can do this with stay optimistic with your love life, that you have the strength to do this, that you are, you know, absolutely the victor in this entire scenario. Okay, I would not have pulled these cards if you guys were not coming through this. You are going to be the victor. All right, you guys are super strong. You are my warriors. Remember that one? Yeah, that came up again. You guys can do this. You are our general. All right, lead us to victory. Okay, the bottom of the deck, look at that, is self-indulgence. Focus on yourself, your self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. 100%, you guys, it's time for you to show yourself that love. Okay, like I said, one of you, maybe some of you need a massage. All right, just take some time out and go take a spa day. If not for you, do it for me, please. All right, so let's do a love card. So a channeled love message to close out, well, sort of, because we also get your soul message. What does my Aries need to know about love for the next 7 days? What do they walk away from this reading, knowing. You they know that, Aries, you're so hot. I also think, because this is falling on your twin flame, that part of this is maybe you have that person in your past. They may have talked down to you. They may have said some things that are just not true, because that's what narcissists do. Like, they try to go after your self-esteem because they're miserable. They want you to be miserable too. Your person, like your for real person that you're supposed to be with, guys, would never, first of all, like, you could, I just literally saw the funniest image, and I'm going to share it with you. Okay. And it's like, you come out with sweats. There's like spaghetti stained on the sweats, and you're like cooking, and like, there's, you know, some unnamed substance in your hair, like, just not your best day, you know, like, and they're just like, hey, you know, like, your person's going to find you hot regardless. And that's what Spirit wants you to know. Okay. For a lot of you, again, it's going back to what I said earlier. Twin flames are not toxic. Okay. So if you are still in this relationship that is toxic as F, it's a learning experience, and they are not the one. I don't like saying that, but I do think that it is something that we have to tell ourselves in the end, because so many of us, especially those in the spiritual community, you know, we are targeted because of our empathy for people, and our compassion, and our ability to feel what other people are feeling in that depth. And it's really hard sometimes, and we wonder why something like this has happened to us, because it is such an awful person or awful relationship. And I tell myself that I learned, here is a list of things that I learned from that. And even if it's just a list of red flags to look out for, by God, that is very helpful, you know? So you guys are not the one, but you learned what the one will not do, okay? One more card for my Aries, please. What is a soul message from their spirit squad for them to take into the next week, Spirit? Thank you. Ask your spirit squad. They want to help. So if you're having trouble with this person or the addiction or the situation, your spirit squad really wants to step in for you. I told you that there was someone that I could see next to you guys that looks like an ancestor that's just kind of there. I'm like, we got you. We want to help, okay? And then, shut the F up. I love this for you guys. Bottom of the deck is your dear loved one is with you always. This is the one that I channeled because there was a loved one that wanted to make sure that someone knew that. So if you are watching and someone has passed on, they want you to know that they are with you, and maybe that's who I'm seeing in this vision. So they have not left you, and they will never leave you, and they will help you through whatever it is that you need. My lovely, wonderful Aries, I love you guys so much. I hope this resonated, especially because the ending is so much more beautiful than what we're getting here in the very beginning, but you guys are getting through it, okay? You are getting through it, okay? So if this resonated, please leave me a comment down below. Give me a huge thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe and share this with people. It's very, very helpful to me. And I will see you soon on another video, Aries. Bye.